And welcome to the Coach's Corner post-game report. I am the coach, Dick Cox. Well, tonight was the annual trophy game for the Battle of the Columbias. The Missouri Tigers traveled to Columbia, South Carolina from Columbia, Missouri. And each year these two teams play for, again, the trophy and for the Columbia Championship. Well, this game tonight was a game of two halves. As in the first half, the Missouri Tigers just basically came in and were able to manage the game on both sides of the ball and took a 17-0 lead into the half. South Carolina was unable to generate anything. In the first half, Missouri had 212 yards of total offense. South Carolina had 66. And again, it looked like it was going to end up being another blowout. South Carolina has had the three previous games, embarrassing losses, getting blown out, and it did not look good for the Gamecocks in this game tonight, though. But the second half, South Carolina came out and was a different football team. And it was a different football team because they got a spark from a freshman quarterback named Luke Doty. The fans have been wanting Luke Doty all year long to get to come in for more than one play at a time and see what he could do. Well, at halftime, interim coach Mike Bobo decided it was time to see what Doty could do in the second half. And again, he brought the Gamecocks back, and they had a chance before falling short tonight by the score of 17-10. In the second half, again, Doty did not play like a freshman. That he was in the huddle, listening to several of the offensive linemen, said he took charge and was very mature in his decisions and leadership role. And again, Doty finished the game tonight with 130 yards passing on 14 of 23. Colin Hill in the first half was 6 out of 10 for 39. And Colin just could not basically survive the rush, that he was very limited. Again, he's not a mobile quarterback. The Missouri Tigers were putting 8 men in the box to stop the South Carolina running game. And again, Luke gave them a new dimension as a runner because Doty was also the leading rusher for the Gamecocks tonight with 14 carries for 59 yards. The SEC leading rusher going into the game tonight was Kevin Harris, but he only had 58 yards on 16 attempts. The Gamecocks were in trouble on the very first series because, again, like I mentioned, the Missouri Tigers were putting 8 men in the box to stop Harris, and the Gamecock star and who has carried this team on his back is senior receiver Shi Smith. Shi went down on the third play of the game, which we're not sure of, that he got hit getting extra yards, that he could have possibly suffered some kind of concussion. We don't know. We don't want to speculate. But the trainers said that he was out for the rest of the game. The rest of the game. So the Gamecocks then were uncharted water because they have not had a second receiver be able to step up really and get the job done. So that's why the offense was very anemic in the first half, though. But again, adjustments were made at the half by the offense. Again, inserting Doty, which gave them a running option at quarterback, and also passing, that he looked strong throwing the football too. So South Carolina was able to come out in the second half and finish the game with 69 plays for 283 yards after only getting 69 yards in the first half, though. Again, the difference in the game came down at the very end. South Carolina got the ball back, and again, a punt by Missouri put South Carolina on their own 1-yard line with a little over 2 minutes to go in the game with a couple of timeouts. And Doty was bringing them off the goal line, bringing them down the field. But again, one of those throws that as a freshman you'd like to have back, they dropped an extra man into coverage, which he didn't see, and an interception was thrown with about 52 seconds to go. And from that point, Missouri was able to run the clock out, though. But South Carolina, again, I think actually had fun playing football. This was a very, very stressful week for them. That last Sunday, Will Muschamp was fired as head football coach, and the players all loved their head coach. They always spoke highly of Muschamp, that he was very personable with his players and tried to help them. And then in the following days, 3 starters on defense in the secondary walked away from their team. They opted out for the rest of the season, though. And there's a lot of people will say a lot of things, and I'm not going to get into that. I know what my feelings are on that, being a former coach, and I'm going to keep them to myself, though. But South Carolina was forced to start 3 new players in the secondary tonight. So it took them a little bit of time, I guess, to get adjusted, to get to feeling good. But in the second half, the Gamecocks held Missouri scoreless and only gave up 89 yards of total offense. This is a team that, with these 3 guys the last 3 weeks, were giving up over 500 yards of total offense a game and over 55 points a game. So again, a pretty good gut check right there with this team. And it was interesting talking to several seniors on the team. Hutchinson, one of the offensive linemen, said that he was asked why he didn't opt out, and he said that's the way he is. He's going to finish what he started. He said, this team is my family, and they count on me to be a leader, and I'm not walking away with them. Wish there was more players like that. But again, the Gamecocks actually had fun tonight. They were not happy about losing, but gained a lot of confidence. And the seniors will be looking forward to their final appearance in Williams-Brice Stadium on what has been a crazy year. And on top of that, a brutal year, playing an all-SEC schedule. Well, they'll finish their college home career in Williams-Brice Stadium when the Georgia Bulldogs come to town next Saturday night. And we will be here to bring you the Coach's Corner post-game report. Reporting for Lindy Sports and Cox Sports Broadcasting, I am the coach, Dick Cox.
Let me say this, congratulations to Missouri. I know they were shorthanded, and good win by them. Played well enough to win. Did a nice job. It's a bottom line business, and we didn't get the W tonight. We know we're judged on wins and losses, but I want to say one thing. I'm proud of that team out there tonight. I'm proud of those players. I'm proud of those coaches. There was no quit. We were shorthanded as well, but again, like I said, in the middle of the week, there are no excuses, and those guys continue to fight. There was just adversity after adversity tonight. Opportunities to fold in this ball game, but there wasn't any quit in this team. Gave our team an opportunity to win the game in the fourth quarter. I can't say enough about our defense. The way they continued to battle throughout the whole game. I don't have the field position in front of me, but it seems like all game was a field position battle. We could never get it flipped, and they were on the plus side the entire game. But our defense bowed their neck. They fought, did an extremely nice job against a good group. We were shorthanded, but guys fought. They played hard. Told them that, but also told them it's a bottom line business. We didn't win, but we have another opportunity next week against a very good football team. Last opportunity for our seniors to play at Williams-Brice, and we're going to go back to work and put ourselves in position to hopefully have a chance to win next week in the fourth quarter. I thought, as the game continued to go on, there started to be some belief that, hey, we can't do this. We got to get to the point that there's belief when you walk on the field that you're going to find a way to get through adversity. But credit to the coaches, credit to the leadership of getting the guys to fight. They laid it on the line tonight. So I'll open it up for questions. Time we kind of went through things, talked about what we're going to do the second half, and as I was walking out, I made a decision. I said we got to go with Luke. I felt like he gave us the best chance to win. I'm gonna say this about Luke Doty: the moment's not too big for him. That was obvious in this game. He was calm, he was cool, he was collective. Now it was a lot of backyard ball out there. It was a lot of running around like a chicken with our head cut off, but it looked like a calm and collective guy doing it out there. It might not look like chaos to some guys, but it was a little bit of a chaos. I think it didn't look like chaos because he's so cool back there, and I was proud of him. I think the team was proud of him the way they battled. And when I made the decision at halftime coming out. I basically told everybody on defense we were going number 4. I told the offensive line we were going number 4. Need to step up and basically hold the rope a little tighter, and they did that and put ourselves in position to have a chance to win. Unfortunately.
It was a lot of fun. Getting to be out there with my guys in a great environment. The message this week was just to have fun, and I really think that's what we did tonight. So it felt good, felt fun.
Dick Cox.
I know this is your first extended time getting to stay in for the whole second half and all, but just talk about what you think you learned from your first full-time experience tonight, getting to play a lot.
I definitely think I learned a lot. Like you said, it's first time since I've been out there for really a whole half, and getting to play in a real game-like situation. And I definitely think I learned a lot. The game is a lot faster than high school, and it's definitely something that I'm going to have to keep working at and getting used to. But like I said, I had a lot of fun with my guys, and we're going to find a way to just get a win.
You've got a nice resume on tape already. What made you want to play out these last 3 games versus sitting out?
After the Clemson game, I told y'all that it's unfinished business. With me as a senior, I know what adversity is like. And at the end of the day, my guys needs a leader. And they look up to me and a few more other players. And it just wouldn't be right for me to leave. And at the end of the day, I'm finishing out. I was raised that way. My mom and dad always raised me to finish anything that I started. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish these last 2 games like a man, regardless if we win or lose. But I'm not going to trade these guys for anything in the world. I will play any game. If we have a bowl game, I'm still going to play with them, regardless of what happens.